Peep fishing. Woohoo!
Alright, we're done with that part.
Yeah, you gotta cut that right there.
Alrighty then.
What are we doing?
What we doing?
We're doing a fishing channel. That's what we're doing. I know, but seriously, guys, we're gonna be like hello, thank you.
Hello.
We're gonna be a fishing channel. So we're gonna do salt water. We're gonna do fresh water. We're gonna do pure water. We're gonna do grain waters.
Boy, if you don't.
We do a lot of fishing. That's why we have these. See that nice little fish right there?
That's overkill. That backpack, overkill. Do not get it.
No.
Swear to God.
Yeah, no, okay, honestly,
Overkill.
it was a really cool present. I got it for Christmas like 2 years ago.
Too much space, and you're never gonna carry that much in a backpack.
Yes, very true. But it gets the job done. It looks cool when you're a fisherman.
You need this.
No, don't get that either.
It's $30, bro. Inexpensive, and it holds on my shit. We're gonna be fishing.
Yeah, we do a lot of fishing. Do a lot of funny shit. But yes, we will be a fishing YouTube channel. We hope to see you all around. Vlogs of fishing, videos of fishing, how we fish, why we fish, what we do to fish, what is fishing.
Tips on fishing.
Exactly.
Bloopers. Because there's going to be a ton of this first fucking video.
There's a ton of fucking bloopers.
You smacking hard on that Jolly Rancher.
Alright, that cuts that part. Alright, so now that we've introduced ourselves and you know what kind of channel we're going to be, we're going to introduce you to what we use and where we go and our fishing artillery. Alright, so this is my fishing bag. This is what I carry on a daily fishing day. This one is set up for freshwater only because we were freshwater fishing earlier. So we'll start from the front, work our way to the back. So in the front we have this little Velcro pouch. It's like I don't know what it's made out of, but it's what I do. Like, so when I use like a crankbait or something like that or a hard bait, put it down in there. You put hook guards on it so you let it dry out so you don't put wet hooks back in your tackle box or rust out your hooks on your tackle. So going to the second pouch, I usually have flippers in here, but I was in a rush, so there's not any cards to like organize it. So I just kind of threw a lot of shit in here. But so we have our tackle. You know, you got your let me get this open up here. You got your basic worm hooks. You know, bullet weights, jig heads, all kinds of that. I don't know what that is. A finesse kit. So that's cool. That's what I keep in here. Regular stuff for fitting. Nail clippers. These are your best friends out ever when you're fishing. No clippers. So that's that. As you can tell, I've got a lot of plastics in there. So we'll just take all of them out and we'll go through them one by one. So our first bait that we're going to be talking about today is Senkos. So if nobody knows what a Senko is, it's a type of like a stick worm kind of. So like you can wacky rig, Texas rig, whatever the fuck kind of rig you want to do. Why did you make that face? So these are Gary Yamamoto. These are purple with green flakes in them because, you know, it's beautiful coloring. These are Big Bites, which are green and black with red flakes, aka watermelon. These are Yum, black and orange with red and yellow flakes, aka pumpkin spice and everything nice. Okay. And Strike King, my favorite Senko of all. Black with the blue tail and blue flakes. Alright, now we're moving on to crawdads, or some people call them crawfish. Crawdad imitations. These are Zoom, blue with blue flakes. I just picked these up the other day. Haven't had a chance to use them, but they look cool. You're welcome. Alright. These are Havocs. Most of what I use on jig trailers, things like that. Crawdad imitation. These are green with blue flakes. Green and blue flakes. These are green with green and purple flakes, which is a very nice coloring. I've actually caught a lot of fish on jigs with this kind of trailer on it, so that's a good thing. Moving on to grub baits. We have these ugly things. Sure do look like grubs. Good for Nico rigs or things like that. Not a big user on grubs, but I have caught a few fish on Nico rig grubs with jig heads. Other grub bait, grubs with tails. These are Bite, yellow with black flakes. They're a grub type bait, but they have a tail on them. So, you know, grub with the tail. That's probably why it's on the paper. All right, moving on to the worms that I carry this time of year. We've got Berkeley Power Baits. These are curly tail worms. They're purple and black. I believe the name of them is Tequila Sunrise. That's the name of the worm. Zoom, we got the orange with the yellow U-tail. You know all them mother truckers out there with the yellow U-tail. Them fuckers are long. We've got Zoom Twilight worms. They are black with green, red, and blue flakes in them. Good for fishing dark waters, things like that, you know. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you know a lot of fishing. Dark lures, bright flakes, good for muddy waters. In case you didn't know that, you're welcome. We have red shad, extra long ass worms made by Zoom. They're red and black, super long tails. They're like a 8-inch worm, I think. All right, let me just show you one of these because these are some really long worms. I've only used them a few times. Caught some fish on them for, you know. Really a long worm, almost as long as my worm. But anyways, getting back to the video. All right, these are orange flukes with the yellow tail. These are actually hard plastics, like they're soft plastic, but they're the harder material because they're made for saltwater. But I've actually caught a lot of bass on flukes rig with this exact bait right here. All right. Now we're moving on to the albino flukes, aka white flukes. Nobody wants to be funny and call them albino. Albino flukes, same shit, new pile, you know. Bubblegum flukes. Never caught a fucking fish in those a day in my life, so. And we have a bluegill imitation flukes, very grayish white color with a blue and white sparkle to them. And these things I have right here that nobody gives a fuck about, so let's get to hard plastics. So going on the outside of the backpack, there's a little spot right here. You can hold a knife, pliers, Leatherman. I put my knife there because, you know, if you're fishing, you should always have a knife on you. If not, you shouldn't be fishing. On the outside pockets, you have these little, as I just said, outside pockets. There's absolutely nothing in that one. All right. On the other side, we open this one up, and for some reason, I have Devon's, aka salt scale in there. Yes, I did not steal that. It was given to me. All right. Moving on to the if I can find the zipper, we'll get there. Oh, they're up here. Moving on to the back. We've got one little tackle box of hard baits. These are definitely not a lot of hard baits I own. I own too many to count. But this is just what I was carrying the other day. We've got bullfrog imitation, golden spoon. We've got chatterbaits, chartreuse, mullet, or no, sorry, not mullet. We've got a, what is the name of that? We got a minnow imitation. We got some jerk baits, chartreuse, square belt crankbait, some topwater frogs, whopper ploppers is what people like to call them. We got a crawfish hard bait imitation. We got a pure white imitation, another minnow imitation. We got a little baby bluegill imitation. Whatever this mean motherfucker is. Mean mother trucker. Oh, that's not where it is. And we've got one more chatterbait on there with, back at it, the Havoc jig trailer, as I was talking about the other day. So that's it for what I carry in my tackle bag. That's what I carry on a daily, you know, freshwater little fishing trip. Mostly bass, obviously, or only bass actually, but that's it for this video. Next week you'll get to see the man behind the camera and what he carries in his bag. SP fishing out.